Homemaking is an art, and our homes are the canvas. Much like an artist who is committed to their craft, homemakers are committed to the task of creating a warm, cozy environment for their families to reside in. That is why no two homes are the same, because no two homemakers are the same. We are all blessed with different abilities, different talents. Some are excellent cooks, some are incredibly organized, some create beautiful spaces, and others are blessed with the innate ability to make all who pass through their door feel like family. And some, it seems, can do all those things. Since we're all unique, our homes and the way that we choose to run them are also unique. Imperfectly perfect masterpieces. Art is also subjective, and in a lot of ways so is homemaking. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It looks different for everyone, depending on the stage of life, your values, and your priorities. Some homemakers are at the empty nest stage of the journey, while others have been up all night with a newborn. Some homemakers work outside the home, while others work sun up to sundown within their own four walls. Some homemakers make everything from scratch, while others are perfectly content with store-bought treats. Some homemakers spend all day tidying their homes, while others feel as if they're drowning under never-ending piles of dishes and laundry. But the one thing I'm sure we all have in common, no matter what stage of the journey we are at, is that we take pride in our role, and we know its importance. Being a homemaker is more than doing the dishes and making the beds every morning, or making sure that the house is tidy. It's about creating a warm, nurturing environment for our families, a place where our friends and loved ones can run to when life has been a little too hard, a safe place where they want to go to share the exciting as well as the heartbreaking news. To me, that's what being a homemaker is really about. It can be so easy to feel inadequate when you see homemakers who seemingly have it all together. The perfectly tidy home and the homemade meals every day. But the thing is, no one's life is quite as pristine and perfect as social media would have you believe. And if you aren't making a fresh loaf of sourdough bread every day or staying on top of that pile of laundry, there's absolutely no shame in that. I'm here to confess that laundry piles up on the floor of my laundry room on a weekly basis. And oftentimes the dinner dishes don't get washed until the next morning, mostly thanks to a broken dishwasher. And don't even get me started on cleaning the bathrooms. And although at times it makes me feel as though I'm failing at my job, I have to remember that quality time spent with my family means more to me right now. All of those household tasks will wait for me. They aren't going anywhere. But the time with my girls at this age is finite. I don't have them home with me for much longer, and I need to take advantage of every moment. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned during my homemaking journey is the importance of setting priorities and sticking to them. I've spent a good portion of my adult life letting the tasks of everyday life get in the way of spending time with my family. I would tell myself if I can just get the laundry done, then I can relax and hang out. But once that was done, I would turn my attention elsewhere to something else that just had to be done that second. All the while, the amount of overwhelm just kept increasing. And then, when I started this channel in the fall of 2022, my priorities once again needed realigning. In the beginning, I tried really hard to get every video uploaded by 8 a.m. every Friday morning, which meant that I would spend most of my Thursday evenings in the bedroom where it was quiet, editing. This was time I should have been spending with my kids and with my husband. I thought that the only way that I could have any success at this was if I did what the algorithm said, and so week after week I fell into this pattern, all to have a video up by 8 a.m. sharp. But somewhere along the way, I realized that the success of this channel was not going to be at the expense of my family time. So I started getting up earlier in the mornings before everyone else in the house, and I would work on my videos then. Sometimes the videos would still make it up by 8, sometimes they didn't. Most of the time they don't. And I decided that was okay. So if you've been here since the early days of this channel and you've wondered why my posts have gotten later and later, now you know why. And if you're feeling even the slightest bit overwhelmed by the expectations that you've put on yourself and those placed on you by others around you, please take a moment to sit, reflect, and pray on how you can realign those expectations in a way that honors your family's priorities as well as the tasks at hand. I promise you there is balance to be found in it.
As this video draws to a close, I hope that if nothing else, I've left you feeling encouraged. Especially if, like me, sometimes you get overwhelmed by everything on your plate. It's okay if your home isn't perfectly tidy 24/7, or if you don't put a home-cooked meal on the table every evening, or if the laundry is piling up on your laundry room floor. If that means you get to spend a bit more quality time with those that you love. We are all just doing the absolute best we can. So give yourself some grace and remember that you aren't alone. I can't thank you enough for the kindness and encouragement that you show to me each and every week. I'm blessed to be on this journey with all of you. So until next week, bye now.